few business things, adding the fact that Women's Campaign run a relatively successful Stop Violence Against Women campaign, and despite a few mishaps with security, etc., that was all fine, and we managed to raise £177 that's going to the Darfuri Women's Network in London. On a actually a very happy note for most people who think I'm a troublemaker, I'm officially resigning from Women's Campaign presidency as of today. Constitutionally, Sophie Lafayette, who's our vice president, is automatically taking over as the acting president until such a point that we can elect a new president. Nobody seems surprised, which is good, but the reason why I'm actually deciding to resign isn't because I have too much work. Last year I managed to write 6 essays, 3,000 words essays each in 6 days over Christmas because of all the stuff I was doing for Women's Campaign, and I don't regret even a minute of it because I've loved everything that I have done. However, I'm actually resigning because of my relationship with the Students' Union. And I would like to actually make a number of points. Well, I arrived with a bang, I'm living with a bang, so to speak. I think that it's really great to see so many actually activists and ordinary students this place is supposed to be representing around here, because I looked around and there is a lot more than just councillors in this place. Working in the SU for the last 2 years, since I was a fresh actually, has been some of the best and officially worst times in my life in university, not outside of here. I think that I do not want to downgrade or deny some of the amazing work that's been done by so many people, and I'm sure that lots of you have heard about it tonight. People are working very hard and giving their all, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one that's writing, essays in 6 days. But I think that some serious criticisms need to be raised about governance, and I'm taking a last stand on this. I got involved in the SU as a completely innocent fresher. I didn't really have any political opinions back in those days. I just cared about women's issues, and that's why I got involved with Women's Campaign, and somehow I found out this place exists, and I have to, do stuff within it and work within it. I made up my opinion based on the fact that I believe that, collective power, collective action is a really important thing, and as a students' union and as a students' body, that's what its purpose is. However, time and time again, I was always reminded, that the Students' Union is more than just about, a print shop, more than just about an SU shop or the Arc, which is now moved in the venue. It's about representation, and that's why people like us are supposed to be doing a job to represent ordinary students, because apparently we are not ordinary students, which someone has never explained to me what that actually means.
Can I stop you there? I'm really sorry, I wasn't aware you were going to do this. Unfortunately, I did ask my reports officer to not use this, to actually just send an email out explaining why he's resigning. If I'd known, obviously we would take that into account. I don't want to stop you, but obviously I don't want my reports officer to feel that he's been unfairly treated by allowing you to use the council as a form to voice your opinions on resignation, for him to have not been able to. So could I ask you maybe to, quite happy to take an email from you, which is I did with Luke Middock, forward round to all of council, but unfortunately as I wasn't aware you'd be doing it, then I don't really think it's fair.
Could there at least be a vote to see if she can speak? Let her speak. Could there at least be a vote
more
to
than
see?
happy to question me, yeah.
Does council want to hear me?
Yeah, council.
I think council-wise, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, procedure motion 1, therefore we would have to... Is it simple majority, yeah? Not procedure motion. Challenge the chair's decision. It's procedure motion 3, you're challenging the chair's decision. If you'd like to raise your voting cards if, you would actually like to continue hearing this, please. Can you raise them high, guys? 1, 2.
And against?
Wait, okay, cool.
That passes. Hurrah.
Yeah, please carry on.
Good, thank you. Oh, it's good. It feels good. not doing your job in many respects. But, as I previously said about representation, trying to do my job, trying to be a passionate activist for women's rights, for human rights that I feel genuinely passionate, I have often come across the accusation that apparently I'm a troublemaker and that I give people grief for actually speaking up for the real concerns of ordinary students, which I apparently believed was my job to do so. I think that the problem that those accusations actually come up is from the simple reason that a lot of the high echelons of the SU seems to live in this conception that for 3 years or so, while you're here at university, students live in a little bubble where they do nothing but eat, sleep, and consume conspicuous amounts of alcohol, which may be the case for a lot of people, but I think that we need to realise a few very important points. Students are women, students come from ethnic minorities, students are foreign nationals, students are immigrants, and students are workers. And these are just some of the things that I can tell you about students, which means that they have a stake in wider society, and they pick up on the issues that go on in wider society. They have concerns what's happening miles across the world. They have concerns about the policy that governments are passing right here, right now. They have concerns about what our university is investing in that is causing and allowing civil wars, ethnic cleansings to go around the world as we speak. And I think that these are important issues that we need to be considering and raising, and that actually council is a forum for debate. It's not a place just to ask questions and then be given a PC half-witted statement. It is actually about debating. It's about debating the issues, the very basics of what our society and what our students' union also stands for. And I think that the last month actually has really been the straw that broke the camel's back for me, definitely. Last council, complete shutting down of any debate about NUS governance, which is probably one of the most major things we're going to be discussing, this year. Then what happened with PALSOP and the complete uncaring about defending students' right to protest. And I know that many people will attack me for this and are shaking their heads, but I think that I'm not speaking here from myself. If I made all the people that are here for PALSOP to stand up, I bet you that a lot of them would be not as many, but at least half of council. So I think that this is something really important to realise. People do give a damn about things. People do give a damn about protests. People do give a damn about campaigning for human rights. And this is why, when they don't give a damn about council, or, you think they don't care about the SU, they galvanise and come here to actually ask questions of us. Not because they're stirring trouble, but because they care. Okay? I here speak from a perfectly subjective point. The reason why I decided to resign is, many of you will say, well, if you have all these beef, why don't you stay and argue with these people? But the truth is that I no longer have the patience or the time to waste all my ability and passion on bureaucracy. And for this I want to say, for those of you who are here in council, and I know there are many of you who actually care about student issues, carry on your fight if you have the strength, because I won't judge you for this. And I think that you need to know that if you ever need me, any support, writing a motion, even coming to speak at council, just give me a call. And I'll be here like a shot. And there is also not just a student union, there's lots of friendly faces at university level as well that will be willing to listen to controversial points. So if you want to know who they are, just come and talk to me and I'll put you in touch with them. And this is finally what I want to say. I am about to sit down quietly as an ordinary student and just be entertained by council. If you have any women's campaign specific questions, please talk to Sophie Lafayette and the rest of my really amazingly competent ex-committee. Thank you.